Well, I got another video review for you. So I needed a cart. I got on Amazon and I found one, and when I got it in, I was just really shocked at how well this thing was made. You know, I really didn't expect much out of it, just simply because, you know, I know it comes from China. It's a Chinese name brand, but I seen that it had 5-star rating, and I thought, well, that would be good for the project that I want to do. Put it together in about 30 minutes, and after I got it all together and stuff, I was just really shocked at how nice that it was. It's $129. It's from a company called Chinrose. I think it's written yeah, right there. You know, that's a little sticker, so if you don't like that, you can take that off. But you know, I was just shocked at how sturdy the thing is and the way that it goes together. You guys can see right in there, everything on here bolts together with just regular bolts, but it doesn't use nuts. It uses these riv nuts, the inserts. So they're already secured in place, and you just put the bolt in there, so you don't have to hold on to the back of the nut to tighten it up and all that, you know, like you do that Harbor Freight stuff. You know, this one here, you just put the bolt in and tighten it up, and you're done. And look at this, look at that. I'm putting weight down on that, and you can see that it ain't rattling and making noise. Now I've got a Harbor Freight cart in there that's, I think I paid about $70 for it, and you put any weight down on it, and it just flaps, you know, makes a metal noise because it's so flimsy. You know, this thing here, I was impressed with how they did the edges right here, how they rolled the sheet metal over and put a lip on it, so that way it makes it a lot stronger. You notice that you got this whole solid piece right here that's all metal, and it's pegboard. So I thought that was really cool. They give you 10 pegs. Now these ain't the typical kind of pegs like you'd normally have, but I mean, these are nice. They seem pretty sturdy, and you got a lot of room down there. Now, to be honest with you, the reason I wanted this thing was, you know, was because I wanted to make a detailing cart to put all my car detailing stuff on, and maybe put a pressure washer on, and I figured this would be a good little cart for it. And if you look right here on this side, you got a nice thick handle. Now the end caps here are plastic, but the way that it's bolted on together, I mean, you can see these little pieces here wrap around both sides, and then it wraps around the top as well, like right in here. I mean, it just folds over. But gotta say, I mean, it's really well built. If you look down there on the bottom, you've got polyurethane swivel casters, and they're the locking type, so you can mash that down and it locks it, you know. And now this thing won't move once I mash the other side. So look at that, you know, they're locked in place until you unlock them. You got swivel casters on this end, and then there are fixed casters on the other end. And this thing rolls really good, and you know, I'm just really shocked at the quality. It's probably a lot better than what you can find at Harbor Freight. I know it's more money, but I'd rather pay a little bit more money than have to deal with putting together, you know, a piece of junk, you know, where you got to put the bolts on the back and the hardware is just awful. This thing, literally, I was able to put it together in about 30 minutes by myself. So anyways, just wanted to let you guys know about it if you're interested. And like I said, I'm gonna try to put a pressure washer on the bottom, just like a little compact pressure washer, and then put some you know, my detailing stuff on here, so when I wash the car, I can just roll it in and out, and you know, have everything all together, so I don't have to, you know, go hunting for stuff. You know, it's all in one place. So I just thought that'd be a good idea. One thing that I seen in the listing is this thing said it had 1,000-pound capacity. I mean, that's just crazy. I wouldn't think that this thing would be able to hold, you know, 1,000 pounds, but I mean, that's what it says. It's in the listing. I'll try to lay across it. That's 330 pounds on that cart, so it didn't feel like it was rickety or nothing. I don't know that I'd do that on that Harbor Freight cart that I got. Anyways, it does come in red and black and red. I know that's confusing, but this one here on the end, the pegboard is black, and then the cart's red. Well, they make it where the pegboard's red and the cart's black, and then, you know, they make it yellow and black, and then black and yellow. They've got another style too. It's not a 3-shelf cart. It's just, you know, a little different. I believe it's just a 2-shelf, but it's nice looking as well. I've not used it, not tested it, but it's from this same company. So I just thought I'd make mention of it. All right, so I just wanted to show you guys. This is where I just put my sweaty arms right across that paint there. But I believe it's a powder coat. They said it was a powder paint in the Amazon listing, but I'm pretty sure that means powder coat. And with the Chinese, it's kind of hard to understand sometimes. But I gotta say, when I got it in the mail today, there was a couple little places that were bent from, you know, the UPS guy. I could see where he was kind of rough with the box, and you know, I was able to take and I had some flanging pliers, and I was able to bend this back where it was a little bent. But you can see, I mean, that's perfect. And then like I said, that was powder coat, and the only thing that it did was scratch a little bit of the paint off right there. But I thought, man, if I had to bend that with flanging pliers to straighten it up, and that's all that it did. I mean, the steel on this thing is a lot thicker. Like I said, you can't really rattle this one like the Harbor Freight one. If I was to do this, it would really rattle and make a lot of noise. This one here is a lot thicker. So anyways, so I will say you'll get a good finish. And I know this one is. Now, as far as the measurements and stuff, I'm going to measure from the inside to the inside, and that's about 25 inches and an eighth by 15 and a quarter. And then you've got 3 of those same size shelves, and then you've got the height all the way to the top right there is 32 inches between the shelves. I'll measure that top of that lip right there to the bottom. It's about 10 and a half, and then from the inside part of that lip to the bottom, it's 1 foot and 5/8. I'm sorry, 1 foot and 3/4. Now, one thing I want to mention is the depth on the little trays there is 2 1/4 inches. And one last thing, right here on the very bottom, you can see where I told you that you didn't use nuts, you used riv nuts to tighten on the casters. The riv nuts are going to be sticking up, so that's one thing I do want to point out. If that's something that might bother you, I just wanted to be upfront and honest. But me, I was going to put some sort of foam mat in the bottom of it to set my pressure washer on, and so I don't think that'll ever hinder me. But I just wanted to make mention of it in case you want to put something in the bottom and you didn't know that those little riv nuts right there are sticking up. I noticed when I put the cart together, there was a hole here and a hole here, and it's through the red part as well on the inside of the cart. And I was sitting there thinking, well, if you wanted to take and put an eyelet there or something and put a bolt on the back of it, you could, and have an eyelet hanging off to the side, and you can always move these little pegs out of the way. I mean, like I said, they're easy to stick on and off. They got a little lip right there, and then when you push them on, they kind of latch, and this is kind of spring loaded. You'll see what I'm talking about once I hook it in and then push down. You know, to release them, you just pull up with your index finger and then pull it out like that. It's very easy to operate, but truthfully, I wish they'd have just put some round pegs in there, but you know, it is what it is. These are pretty strong. I mean, they're plastic, but I mean, they're not cheap plastic, you know, where it's real flimsy. But that's what I was saying, is you could always take and put you some eyelets right in there and hang something off, one on each side there if you wanted to. Plus on the other side right here, it's the same way. You know, right up underneath the handle, there's like 2 holes. There's one here, one here, one here, one here. So there's 4 holes. I didn't realize. You know, if you wanted to hang something there, no, you could. Like I said, I'm going to use it as a pressure washing cart to put all my cleaning stuff on, so there's no telling how I'm going to rig this thing. So I just figured this might be a good cart for somebody, you know, if you're a mechanic and need a good service cart, you know, for a little bit of money. I figured this one's better than what you find at Harbor Freight. And I don't work for these people. I just figured, you know, I would do a review on it because I liked the cart and thought it was a good quality. Rolls easy. I do have to admit that. I mean, you can see that it rolls easy and turns real easy. So it would make a good work cart. But you know, I just liked it because it had the pegs here on the end, because let's say I want to hang up like my wheel brushes and stuff, I'm going to hang them up, and that way they can dry and drip off the side. And I thought, you know, that'd be cool. I can hang all my detailing brushes and all that, put all my car stuff on here, the pressure washer. And if I get room, I might be able to set a bucket up here. But who knows? I'll have to play around with it and see what all I can fit on here, and, you know, just see how it goes. But anyways, if you're interested in this, now I am an Amazon affiliate. I don't try to hide it from nobody. But again, you know, I wouldn't tell you guys to buy it if this was some flimsy piece of junk. I'd send it back to Amazon in a hurry. I mean, trust me, I don't hesitate to send stuff back if I get something that's junk. So, you know, if you guys you know, need a good cart, check it out. I'll put a link for it down in the description. Like I said, it comes in several different colors. And so I appreciate you guys watching. If you would, please like and subscribe to the channel. And until next time, see ya.